Hi all, let's make this cute little flip card today that you can make with a Cricut, the M1 Ultra or any other cutting machines.
Here's a quick overview of the SVG. I have created this and I made this in the xtool software, but the SVG for Cricut Design Space or whatever machine you're using is available in the group files. So these two here are the print and cut guides. So you will put these over your image and these are the correct size panels to cut. These are the white panels that you stick your image to. And then obviously you need 2 frames to stick that to. I haven't done a card base for it, but the card base is an A5 card base. So obviously half of A4 scored down the middle. So any questions, obviously you can ask in group.
So my laser module is just tested itself, and now we're just going to print off the 2 images that I want on this card. I mean, this card would be absolutely perfect for a photo as well. And obviously I'm printing with the M1 Ultra's printer, but you can just do this with print and cut with any cutting machine that has the print and cut ability. Now using the fine point blade, I am cutting out the outside of the card and the slats that are used to create the flip mechanism. It's actually this project's the first time I've actually used the fine point blade of the M1 Ultra. It is great. I mean, just look at how cleanly this is cut. Perfect. Okay, now we have all our bits. Let me move my camera around so everyone can see. All bits. We're going to take one of the frames and we're going to lay down the first slat in line with the top of the frame. And then we're just going to take a tiny bit of tape and tape just that bottom edge to the frame. Then we're going to repeat this. So we're going to butt the next one straight up to it. And we're going to repeat that process right down the card. So now we're on the last one. We're just tucking that last bit of tape across the edge so that's secured in place. Now we're taking a bit of tape and putting it on the top of each one. And we're only sticking it to the top of each side. We're not sticking it to the next one along. So you'll see shortly we will flip them so the sticky tape is face upwards. So we're going to do that on both sides. Now we've got the tape attached to both sides, we're going to flip each one back so the sticky part of the tape that is not attached faces upwards. They do want to spring up a little bit. Now we're going to take our second frame and line that up with the top of the top. It makes no sense, I'm speaking. So we're going to line that up, make sure all the bits have attached, all the little bits of tape are attached, so that we get this like louver effect. So as you can see on each side you can see 4 panels. I'm now going to attach the images. I'm just using a glue stick because it's quick and easy. I personally wouldn't use a glue stick again, and you'll see why later. But we're just going to line each panel up, each panel of image up with the white panels inside the card. I would probably say use a liquid glue for this so you get a bit more wiggle room, or a tape. But that's all I had next to me. I was going to use tape, but it ran out. Now we're going to turn it over and do the same on the back panel. This time I applied all my glue first. And remember to fold it down so that you've got the full 4 panels. I applied my glue first and then went in with the picture panels, or the image panels, whatever you want to call them. Now the image is all stuck down. You can see, if you put it upside down for you, but you can see as you pull, the image changes from the one on the front to the back. Now I had a little bit sticking. It's where I used the glue stick. It was sticking to the other panel, so don't use a glue stick. But you can see the basic idea here of what we're trying to do. I then just took some liquid, making sure that I've got it in the right place and where I want it. Once you do stick it to a card base or whatever you're sticking it to, it does move a lot easier because that bottom piece is stuck down. So I'm just adhering this to a card base. Mine's an A5 card base, and obviously you only glue around the edges of that back frame. Once again, liquid glue or tape works perfect for this. And make sure it's stuck down before you start pulling it. And this is where I decided to mess up. Where I'd used that glue stick, I'd got a bit of paper overhanging that kept catching, so I decided to cut it off, which you can see in this end bit.